Welcome to Two Shit Blokes, Summer Sesh, where the hosts are unfiltered and clearly don't like each other, especially today. So much anger in the room. This week we're diving into all the latest NRL news, recapping the International Rugby League games and trying something new, our very first movie review segment. And also trying another segment called Players Who Blew Up Their Lives. For the movie reviews, we'll be breaking down The Drop and The Town, plus chatting through whatever other nonsense comes to mind along the way. Big shout out to the crew at the Bella Hotel for letting us use the podcast studio. Absolute legends as always. Make sure you're following us on Instagram and Spotify and let us know in the comments or on Insta whether you're enjoying the venue reviews, movie reviews and Players Who Blew Up Their Lives segments. We're just trying a few different things during the summer break, so tell us what you like. We're definitely getting a lot of what you don't like, so that's easy. So sit back and enjoy the show.
Fair enough. Jason, you want to start with the comments?
All right. As Dave likes me to do, segment 1, comments.
I told you not. I just don't like you.
We've got our friend, he's not even our friend anymore from what he says about us, but big Dan Ox. Hey pals, thank Christ this ep wasn't not visual. Dan, do better with your English. I don't think my eyes could have taken another beating. Absolutely love the reviews on the cinema, and I was told that Joe himself is responsible for most of the seats being quite dirty and sticky. Am I Joe?
Must be Joe this week.
I'm Joe. I love it. Question I've been seeing all these kids go on about the numbers 6, 7. Please, can you get Dave to explain this? Now we know with a head like Joe. I don't even know who Joe is, but let's go. He's got a bad head. He isn't popular with the ladies. So how does he have a comment? I want to know the best pickup line. Uru. Dave, explain 6, 7.
I don't understand it at all. The question has been, I don't know what that means.
All right, so 6, 7 is this thing that kids do. Right, where it's like 6, 7, 6, 7, and it went viral because of this kid. Now, 6, 7 relates to a basketballer. I think it's one of the, like Lorenzo Ball or one of the Ball basketball players who's 6, 7. And all it started with was that he was on film and he just is like almost juggling in the air, like 6, 7, 6, 7 because of his height, and it went absolutely ballistic. And all the kids now just go 6, 7, 6, 7. It's really weird. Like, it just started from nothing. It shows the power of social media. They can literally make a celebrity out of nothing. And that's what it did.
Okay. So what's your pickup line?
Oh, you give me your best one.
I don't have one. I've been married for nearly 25 years, mate. I got nothing.
I have never used this. A mate of mine did. And he saw a girl and he just started to, with his finger, like, motion, come over here, come here, like. So she walked over and she said, yeah. And he goes, well, I just made you come with one finger. Maybe what I can do with the rest of my body. I thought that was pretty good.
Okay, I'll pay that. That's very good. Love it.
All right, we've got another one here, but it's been cut. Oh, Mo. I don't like Mo. Hey,
Mo
lads.
Leicester.
After Jason's carry-on about favourite backers, he struts in last week declaring, get a good feeling immoral, and it didn't even run a place. No, it didn't. I reckon an official apology is in order. No, you can get fucked. And maybe a ban on bagging favourite punters until he tips something that actually wins. No, still won't do anything of the kind.
No.
You couldn't tip water out of a bucket last week, mate. Go Giga Kick, Thursday Q straight, race 8, number 8, our boy Chopper.
The odds aren't up on that, but I'm sure it's $1.05 favourite.
He had one win, Giga Kick that won. Hats off to him. We were terrible last week. Our tips were bad. But it's the end of the racing carnival, so I'm happy to see the back of it. We had some success, which Mo never gave us a rap for any of our success that we had.
No, and then he expects a rap from us.
Yeah, for backing favourites. You know what? No, I'm not giving him anything. No airtime, nothing. We move on. Next one. Our friend Jez.
Our friend? The gay lover.
The gay lover. Wow, didn't realise you boys missed me so much. Such harsh words from last week. It's as if you have missed the man hugs. Love the listener comments, especially about the boys needing a water break walking up the stairs into the Bella. Don't worry, I need a pack horse for myself. Need to remember to watch out for spewing the seeds and walls at the movies from now on.
Yes, you do.
Just so random. Remember how Dave got me the sports betting for dummies? My wish for this year is racing for dummies. You guys can read it too. Yeah, we do need it, actually.
Well done, Jez.
Good comments, Jez. All right. Segment 2.
Can you not do? I told you not to do that.
I know, but you hate it, so I have to do it. All right, the NRL news. Changing the kickoff rule. Dave, what's the go with changing the kickoff rule? Please explain.
Well, they're going to get the try-scoring team to receive.
The try-scoring team to... Ooh. I don't know how I feel about it.
Try-scoring team to kick off. So the team that got scored on catches the ball. So they're trying to stop the momentum of the game. So, like New Zealand did on the weekend against Samoa, every time they scored, they got the ball back. Samoa didn't see the ball for 35 minutes of a 40-minute half. They're trying to stop that.
Where that could work is...
It's done in Oztag.
Well, it takes away... I say this, like, I guess, respectfully. It takes away the ability of a referee to change the momentum of a game.
Yeah.
Because I think refs have that ability, right? With penalties, missed calls
Ashley
and stuff.
Klein did it on the weekend.
Yeah, okay, so it does happen. Our teams are responsible as well. Like, for, you see a great 40-20 from a player, changes momentum, big hit, forcing
Someone
an error.
drops a ball.
Yeah, changes that, right? But I think referees have too much of a say. I think what this does is actually kind of, I don't know, changes it. You'll get you more, if a team's chasing points and they score and they need them, the short kickoffs will come into it a bit more excitement. I don't mind it. I mean, I'm all for trying things. And if it doesn't work, we tried it.
I actually support it. It's
Yeah.
one of the things that I'd like to see them do. You can't have a team just continually have the ball. Like if it's the Tigers, right? They just drop it anyway, and you get the ball back closer to their try line anyway. But in this situation, I just think that
You're such a dickhead.
there's too much momentum in the game now where you can have a team that just doesn't get the ball.
Yeah.
So I like it.
Do you think some of the scorelines this year towards the end is like the big, the routes, like the massive blowouts, is there a reason for it?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I don't mind it. I think it, no one wants to see teams get blown off the park. So I think if this can change it up, I reckon it's great. And now I think it'll be exciting. You try it, doesn't work, you move on.
Agreed.
All right.
I really like it. So
All right, next story, Payne Haas going to R360. It's the biggest signing that they're going to make.
$3 million. He's only 25.
$3 million and the tax breaks. It'll almost be $3 million cash up front.
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
And it's 3 years, so it's $9 million.
Yeah.
So that would mean he'd be 34 on $1 million a year. Like you look at...
Oh, yeah, what he'd make if he stayed and what he has to do. But also what he puts his body through as a front rower.
I don't... If he can guarantee the money,
Yeah.
the $3 million, I think they're only playing 12 games.
I think for him, he's got a lot of pressure on him now. I mean, his mum's going to be in jail for a very long time.
Yeah.
His father is in jail. I think the pressure of the family around him, he is, I guess, a provider.
Yeah, he looks after his brothers or something.
Yeah.
Doesn't he?
So he's got to look after his own family. I don't mind it, mate. I mean, anyone, if you want to go on for more money, good luck to you. Like, who are we to say no? Like, if someone offered me more money to do something, you go.
Agreed. I'd do it.
I don't think, and everyone's saying it's a huge blow to rugby league, etc. Losing one of the best players is always a blow. I just think, though, that, I don't know, it changes the landscape a bit because the Broncos now will have more money to spend on other players. They won't miss a beat. They'll buy 2 more players can come into the team. I don't know. I just don't feel aggrieved about players leaving the comp. I just think good luck to them.
Well, he's out of contract. He can do what he wants.
And players there'll be other players that will come through and fill the void like they do every other year. So
a part of me thinks it's just newspaper talk as well.
it could be.
They like to sell newspapers and get dickheads like us to talk about it. He may not. There may not be an offer on the table at all.
I think R360. I'd want the $9 million up front because I don't know if it's going to be there in year 2.
Agreed. And if he gets barred for 10 years, then it's not a good deal.
No, it's definitely not a good deal. Well, that's the thing. He'll go to French rugby then if that happens. I mean, they'll all go to another rugby comp. They won't earn as much, but
I don't know, because I think World Rugby's not. They're not going to back off it. If you swing your nuts in the breeze and you get undone, it might be tough shit.
Yeah, it's true. Well, it'll be interesting what happens, mate. I don't know.
I'm not a gambler, as in I'm quite conservative.
Yeah.
Gambler as in, $10 on a horse, that's not a gambling, that's an interest. But for me, I wouldn't do it because there's too much risk and there's guaranteed $1.5 million over here.
Yeah. People are saying his legacy, he could have been the best front rower in rugby league almost in history if he stayed. But you don't know with injuries and all that as you get older, etc. Like, you don't know what's going to happen.
Legacy doesn't put food on the table, mate.
Doesn't.
No, and he's not going to have a media career after rugby league because he can barely string a sentence together.
He's not. No, he's not. And as I said, I think the pressures of home would be a lot. I think Ryan Pappenhausen's different. I think Ryan Pappenhausen going is more for body preservation. I just think his body is busted. It's copped a flogging. And he can
but he's at the end of his career anyway.
So. I think he's still got a good 5 years in him. A good 5 years. Like, he's still playing well. I just think that...
Those big injuries are going to catch up to him.
Mate, the knee injury was one of the worst in NRL history. Like, he shattered his kneecap.
Yeah.
Shattered it.
Yeah.
And I just think that I don't begrudge someone to go and try and find an income where it's not as taxing on your body. And good luck to him. So I don't... The NRL coming out and saying we're banning people, I think it's more so aimed at, I don't know, it seems to be more aimed at people that want to break their contract and go. And I don't have an issue with that. Wait till your contract's up or get a release and then go.
Yep, agreed.
All right, Steve, should Kevie Walters be the Australian coach next year?
No.
Yeah, they weren't impressive.
He's failed miserably.
They were not impressive.
No. It's interesting. They're all saying that he should have dropped Cleary for Moses.
Why? Cleary wasn't great.
He was good enough.
Yeah, I don't think he should have dropped Cleary. I think Cleary deserved his spot.
Yeah, he wasn't. If you look at the mistakes made, he wasn't the one dropping the ball and missing the tackles. So dropping him is, when you've got a completion rate of 66%.
I only think, mate, in terms of Kevie, I don't think any coach would have done better. Coaches seem to struggle with the Australian team. And I just simply think it's because of the time of year. I think the players have just, mate, I just don't think they've got the passion for it. Because it's at the end of the year, they're busted. They've had a long season, and it is a long season.
I 100% agree with the passion comment.
Yeah.
I don't think they give a shit.
They don't.
Couldn't care less.
Why would they?
No.
It's at the end of the season. Playing for your country doesn't mean as much as playing Origin for rugby league. It's one of the weird sports that is, the pinnacle is not a test match.
Yeah.
It's state of origin. Now the difference is the Samoan team and the Tongan team, that is now the pinnacle of sport because they want to play for
New Zealand and Samoa nearly killed each other.
That's right. And they want to represent their country more than probably their state. They're the origin players. So they've taken it to another level and it's left Australia for dead. It really has.
And we were arguing, I still don't think they should be playing Origin if they're playing for Samoa because Samoa is not a Tier 2 rugby league team, international team anymore.
Yep.
But in saying that, why would you want to play for Australia when you can go and enjoy, 50,000 people singing at the top of their voice?
100%.
Mate, that atmosphere, that game that we didn't go to.
The game we didn't go to. Why didn't we go, Dave?
Financial issues.
Yes, thank you.
It's fixed now. Thanks very much. The client didn't pay. We found some money. But anyway, why would you want? Well, I think even if you took Origin off the table, I still think they play for Samoa. I don't think they give a shit about the 90 green.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that it's more
I think it's taken off. It's
their
taken
culture
over.
and it's, and if they don't back that up, I know next year we're playing New Zealand, right?
Yep.
If they don't back that up in the year after and have a four-way comp between Australia and New Zealand, and I know there's a World Cup happening at some point, they need to really cash in on that because I have to say, my God, that was fantastic.
I think it's great, mate.
It was a great competition.
It's just come on, mate. It's come on in it's the best. It really is. It's so good for rugby league, and it's just come on in strides the last few years, and it's only going to get bigger and better. And I think it's great.
Did you see the Samoan flags all around the gym?
Yeah.
It was great.
It's
fantastic.
great to see, mate.
Oh, it's awesome.
Passion in rugby league is what we love, and that is the peak of it. It really is. You love to see, and as you said, they smash the crap out of each other because it means so much for them. I think it's brilliant.
Well, I'm not a wokey woke, right? So I'm not really down on having other countries' flags running around the streets of Sydney.
Yes.
But that was in great taste. They did it really well.
I don't have an issue with people supporting it.
It was fantastic.
Yeah. It's like when the World Cup in soccer comes about, mate. Some of the countries, like down Norton Street in Leichhardt, it's a festival.
Well, the Italians go nuts.
Yeah, they love it. And I don't have an issue with it. I think it's brilliant.
Yep. No, that's cool.
All right. Well, speaking of which, do you want to talk about the...
I want to talk about the Roosters signing DCE over Hugo.
Yeah, that's... I'm questioning the Roosters' recruitment at the moment.
I got one word. Madness.
Yeah.
He's a really good kid. Apparently, he's going to Canberra, is the word on the street that I read today.
He's a good player.
And they've got the young bloke that came out of Parramatta.
Yeah.
So there's a fight on for a spot. So he's not guaranteed to get a spot there.
I think he will because he replaces Fogarty. One thing with Hugo, his kicking game's outstanding.
Yeah.
And they're going to miss that with Fogarty. And I think Ricky knows that, obviously. So I think it's fantastic. Good luck to him. He came on, replaced Chad Townsend this year earlier, and just went great. And
I played the lights out.
Yeah, he did.
I thought he was great. I think that the Roosters have made an absolute debacle out of this.
I think it's a concern. DCE is another year older. I keep saying it, but that father time, and you see it when some teams go, what was his name? Orford signed for I think Canberra years ago. At the end of his career was terrible. More recently, Chad Townsend, it wasn't good. You see them when they go for that 1 year too many, and they lost that half a step, and that's all they need to lose.
Yeah.
Now, DCE is a fantastic player.
Has been.
But this year he was not.
No.
And I don't know. The recruitment of the Roosters has been quite poor lately, and this could be another one.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Because I don't like the Roosters. So.
I know. I'm a bit concerned about this one. I think it's a...
Do you know he's got 27 in up his sleeve as well? It's his option.
Yeah, he's not stupid.
Not the Roosters'
option. It'll be $1 million a year. He's not stupid.
Mate, it's madness.
Mate.
Absolute madness.
So I think it'll be interesting on what happens there, because if they don't get early success, they won't sack Trent Robinson. They love him there. They love him. They won't sack him, but things will be tense if they don't start the season well.
Well, what happens if he does a calf? He's gone for 8 weeks. Or
the biggest issue they have is if Teddy does an injury. If Teddy does an injury, that team is done, because he was everything for them last year. This year, sorry.
He got
the Dally M.
Yeah.
By a mile. Wasn't even close.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I wish the Sharks had signed Hugo and put...
the Sharks can't afford to sign anyone, mate. You've got it all wrapped up in wingers and centres. I've never seen a team with so many backs.
Our bloke's done his...
Yeah, you've done it.
The towers are on as well.
Yeah.
So we lost both of them during that.
Yeah, it's awesome. Suck shit.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
All right. Segment 3. International.
God, fuck.
International.
I'm going to come across there and knock you the... I couldn't knock the skin off a rice pudding, by the way.
The last time, I promise.
Sure.
Australia 30 beat England 8.
Yeah. So Australia retains the Ashes.
Yeah.
Why do they call it the Ashes? Isn't that a cricket term?
It's a cricket term, yes.
So why do we burn a piece? A mate of mine said this the other day. My wife said to me, why don't we just go back and burn a football and put it in an urn? What a load of shit.
It's pretty dumb.
Did you see the way they wrote Ashes on the field? Looked like a 5-year-old did it. This is crazy.
Yeah. Well, we won 30 to 8. Was not convincing.
Third game in a row where the completion rate was under 70%. The completion rate was 66%. Yep. Australia gave away 10 penalties to England's 5. England had 5 errors each. I don't think that England could beat the Tigers. I know that's a horrible thing to say about England, but
go. Yeah, righto. Whatever. Go.
But I don't think Australia can beat New Zealand. This is the benchmark team in international rugby league right now is New Zealand.
Yeah, they're just playing, and if they were to play now, the Kiwis are match fit. They're ready to go. They've played tough, mate.
Want is, and it's a little bit like New South Wales and Queensland. Want is a very powerful motivator in rugby league. The Kiwis want it more.
Yeah,
Samoa
they do.
wants it more, and Tonga. I think Tonga could beat us the way that we played.
Yeah, I don't argue, mate. I think that Australia Test Rugby League is in trouble. I
Big
just
time.
think we don't have the passion for it at the moment. And
Unfortunately, the only
that-
bloke that can save it is Bennett, and they won't put him in the job.
Well, he's coaching South, and South, he's got to get South going better than what they were this year.
Nah, but they got ravaged, mate. You can't blame them.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he's got a job ahead of him. He's got David Fafita going into the team.
Well, that's a waste of money.
No, well, not under him. If anyone can get the best out of him, it'll be him.
Yeah, true.
All right. And then we've got New Zealand 36, Samoa 14.
First thing, man of the match goes to the crowd.
Yeah.
It was, mate, I'm so disappointed that we didn't go. I know it was my fault, but what a crowd. It was like a party. They're singing songs all the way through it. It was 90% Samoan people and 10% Kiwis. Yeah. Even though Samoa was getting beat at the end of the game, they was still, doing their... Mate, it was great. It was fantastic.
It's good to see, mate. It's what people want to see. People want to see
it. Mate, if every rugby league game was like that, they'd pack it out 36,000
But this is what I'm saying. This is what's good for rugby league.
Agreed. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying how great it was. So the game was a tale of two halves, and Ashley Klein and the bunker. All right.
Did you
see the try? Did you see the try they disallowed?
Yeah, I did.
And what was your thoughts? It was bullshit.
It's a try every day of the week.
So Ashley sent it up as no try.
Explain it. Explain the try.
So Dean Mariner basically got tackled, but on top of a player, and extended his legs to dive over the line. On the replay, they show his hand with the ball in his hand, but sliding over the line with the ball on an angle. You could 99.9% assume that the ball touched the ground, but because Ashley Klein sent it upstairs as a no try, because he actually thought it was a double movement, right? So he sent it up no try for a double movement, from my understanding. And then they've disallowed it because they didn't have the evidence, right? No. Every single person in the ground thought it was a try. New Zealand thought it was a try. Samoa thought it was a try.
But explain to me why Ashley Klein is doing this game. I'm sorry, he's nowhere near the top referee. He's nowhere near it.
Because the other bloke was in...
Doesn't matter, but he's not even in the top two. He's not.
Well, he is, because they think he's in the top two.
No, he's not in the top two.
But it's not... I'm not going to argue with you. I agree with you, but the NRL thinks he is...
For year in, year out, he does this, and it's like he just makes these decisions without any repercussions.
But some of I've written it here, some of the high tackles that he pulled up
weren't high.
Were shoulders.
Yeah.
Were across the shoulders. The one that Luluai did that he pulled up didn't hit him in the head at all. He did do one tackle that was a bit over the top, but other than that,
deserved it.
Tried to rip the bloke's head off.
So he deserved it.
Right, and did a Crichton.
Who was it?
I don't remember who it was.
Yeah, well, didn't matter then.
But the issue was that with Klein's performance, Samoa was on top in the first half. The penalty count was pretty much exactly the same. In the second half, blew the pee out of the whistle, but in favour of New Zealand. Exactly the same process that he did in the State of Origin. Changed the game. Samoa didn't see the ball in the second half. The possession rates were 61 to 39, and Samoa had a higher percentage of possession in the first half, and it turned around by 14 or 15%.
He does that though. This is not an isolated. He does it week in, week out with games. It's his decision.
He changed that. I don't know why Samoa aren't blowing the doors off the joint saying that was an atrocious bit of refereeing, because it was.
I don't know, but they get away with it, mate.
So New Zealand had a 86% completion rate. Samoa had a 78% completion rate, right? So there wasn't a lot of difference between the two teams on the completion
It's a high
rates,
quality
right?
game, though.
Samoa missed 61 tackles. New Zealand missed 42. The penalty count was 25 penalties against 14 for New Zealand, and most of them happened in the second half. That's
okay, yeah, go.
Samoa had zero ball in the second half and got the shit penalised out.
He does it.
He changes games for no reason.
Week in, week out. And I don't understand how the NRL doesn't look at this and go, this is a problem. If they're changing the kickoff rule, he's one of the reasons they're changing it. And it's not other referees. He's the reason.
Yep.
Because of the decisions he continually makes.
Yep.
And State of Origin was a perfect example of that.
So New Zealand went 18 from 18 in the second half, right? So they had the ball 18 times. Samoa had the ball 6 times in the second half, right?
Yeah. So that's why it's 36-14.
So obviously, when you look at the missed tackles, if you've only had the ball 6 times in the second half, you're going to be that tired that you can't defend anymore. We were right again.
Of course we are.
Blaze, mate, seriously.
Can't tackle.
They lit him up 3 times. He got lit up.
It's a problem.
Junior Paulo missed 7 tackles, but I will defend him, and it's something that you've highlighted to me in the past. He was doing a lot of that run out of the line type D.
They do it to put pressure on the player, right, which I don't have an issue with because, it's been long held that that's the best way to charge at him, but you're going to miss tackles doing it.
And Junior had jungle ball fever, and he was offloading
at will
and just make so. He missed 7 tackles. He only had 1 mistake, but he caused 3 mistakes by offloads that weren't on, which the other bloke got murdered.
It sounds stupid, but what's Blaze going to do next year? Like, you can't go into a season knowing you're a defensive liability, which you've been shown up towards the end of the year. What does he need to do? Does he need to hit the weight room? Does he just need to, like, Ivan's going to have to work exclusively with him? He's got too much talent.
He looked lost to me. He looks lost in his decision making.
That's
poor.
bad. That's a confidence thing too.
And he's so light. Like he's probably a big man, when you see him, but out there when you got some of those monsters running at him, and they're just making him make decisions, and they ran that much ball at him.
Yeah, and that's going to happen now every game.
But that's what the NRL and all professional sports do. They find your weakness and then you're cooked, right?
It's not going to be good for him, mate.
All in all, an amazing football. It was a shame that it ended the way it did. They didn't deserve to get beat like that.
No.
I don't think the disallowed try, it certainly helped New Zealand, but it wasn't the reason they lost the game. Ashley Klein was the reason they lost the game. And they just ran out of troops. They had a couple of HIAs and guys that didn't come back. And
we'll be saying that a lot next year, Ashley Klein.
Well, I'm running a campaign to get rid of him.
Okay.
It's the campaign. It's the Two Ship Blokes campaign.
I'm in.
To get rid of our mate.
I'll say he might be the world's nicest guy. I'm not saying
I've met him. He's not. He's an arrogant...
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck him then. Where are you?
Yeah. Well, based on what I say, fuck him.
All right, let's move in. We've got something different, as we said. It's a movie review. So Dave's reviewing one of his all-time favourites, The Drop, and I'm reviewing one of my all-time favourites called The Town. So we've even done a bit of research and we've done our little bits and pieces. So it's both movies. For me, The Town's one of the best movies going around. I know it's probably not as well known as other movies, and The Drop is definitely a lesser known movie, but it definitely is a really good watch. So
I will say that I'm disappointed Jace didn't do a movie I hated that he loved, so we can fight. But we've done 2 movies. The Drop's one of my all-time favourite movies, and The Town's not too bad. I don't have an issue with it. But if we did something like Sinners, we would just go to war against each other. So
I love Strays.
Anything. So there will be...
Next time. All right.
We'll get along on this one. And then the next one, I'm just going to say... I hope he does the Sinners because it's the worst movie. Anyway, The Drop's on Disney. All right. The Drop was created in 2014. The Drop is a slow burn Brooklyn crime drama.
It is a very slow burn. It's not. I won't say it's a slow movie. It's slow burn though.
Yep, definitely. It hides its bite behind a calm face. It follows Bob Saganaski, who's played by Tom Hardy, a quiet bartender caught up in a shady world of mobs, money drops, and fallouts from robberies gone wrong. Alongside him is cousin Marv, which is Jane Gaffin. How do you say it?
Gandolfini.
Gandolfini.
Tony Soprano.
That's the one. The man haunted by what used to be and what he's become. The story is softened and perfectly symbolises by the arrival of a pit bull puppy named Rocco.
I found that very uneasy to watch.
Loved it.
I found it uneasy to watch when the puppy came along because I was worried they're going to do something to this dog. I won't give it away.
I'm going to sound like an absolute wanker here, right? But I think that puppy, being a pit bull, right, so being so cute and all that sort of stuff, it's back on, is a metaphor for the movie, right? So
you do sound wanky.
Quiet and calm, but potentially dangerous, right? And
you're looking way too much into this. Keep going.
So that's my thoughts on the puppy dog. The greatest thing about this movie is its restraint. There's not a lot of violence in it at all.
No, there's not.
Which I really like.
There's not a lot of violence, but you kind of know who the bad guys are in the movie, and and there's that fear about them.
Correct.
All right, so the mob style guys that are there.
It's not a shoot 'em up.
No,
there's not a lot of murder in it.
When they turn up, right, these guys are scared of them.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah, and I'm not saying there's not, there's things that happen within the movie that create that drama and that fear in the characters. But in saying that, I think it's a really well written movie. It's written by the bloke that did Mystic River, Gone Baby Gone, and it's a film about loyalty, guilt, redemption, and the monsters we hide behind police smiles. So I think it's a great movie. Tom Hardy, the guy out of Sopranos, Naomi Rapace, which is the girl out of the girl with the dragon tattoo.
Yep.
Right. She's magnificent in it. Eric Deeds, which is the bloke that is basically the threat to Bob.
Yeah.
And to the puppy.
Yeah.
He's magnificent.
He's very good in it.
They
did that really well. The conflict between him and Hardy, and it's got a twist. It's not it's not like a Sixth Sense twist, but it's got a twist at the end.
It's got a twist at the end,
and you watch it go, okay, yeah, right, and it kind of brings it all together in a way that's very well done.
Box office budget, $12.6 million. It made $20 million at the box office. It's a modest movie. It didn't do the lights out.
It's got probably more of a cult following now. It's quite a popular movie now, isn't it?
Yeah, I found it by mistake a long time ago. I mean, I've probably watched it 10 or 15 times.
I've watched it a few times.
I think it's great. Shot in Brooklyn, and captures the dark, seedy side of Brooklyn, that mobster stuff, winter streets, smoky bars, dim lights, all that sort of stuff, which really adds to the drama.
It'd be one of James Gandolfini's last movies.
It was his last.
It was his last,
his last movie.
So that's a tragedy, him. Bloody hell. Yeah, righto.
Wasn't a healthy man.
No, he wasn't, but he was a phenomenal actor.
He was, absolutely, especially in that gangster.
Mate, The Sopranos is probably, for me, the best.
I never really got into it.
That says a lot about you.
Agreed.
It is the best television show of all time. It really is. It's like Breaking Bad and those shows, those cult shows. The Sopranos is phenomenal. Like, the characters in there, the twists and turns, and Gandolfini leads it. Like, you wouldn't find anyone better. Yeah,
he's a very strong actor. Yeah. So behind the scenes, they were trying to find a bar to film the production in, and none of the bars in Brooklyn were willing to shut down for 6 weeks. And they were going to pay them, but their patrons refused to go to another bar. And
so what did they do?
They built their own set in a warehouse, and funnily enough, the locals started coming, wanting to go to the bar that they set up.
The fake bar.
The fake bar they set up. So, it was all authentic, old dodgy Christmas lights and stuff because it was Christmas time, and, worn seats and, the whole thing.
It does look like a proper bar.
It looks, and they had a bar, they had a place set up, and the owner went to we're going to shut down for 6 weeks, and it was causing all sorts of dramas. He said, I can't do it. They're going to kill me. So, I don't think you muck around in Brooklyn, the back streets of Brooklyn. So, the story behind Rocco, the puppy dog. So they used 3 dogs for that movie because he was a puppy, right? And the puppies grow so fast. So to keep continuity for the movie, they had 3 separate puppies for it. And Tom Hardy had to train each individual dog to do what he needed to do to get through the movie.
They say that he's one of he's kind of a bit of an enigma. Like he's a very quiet guy away from the lights of publicity. He's mad into his Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and he often does just tournaments, goes and under his own name. No one really pays any attention to him. He doesn't talk about his private life, but he really gets right into the roles he does, like very intensely. That's why people love working with him.
Well, I love Mobland. If you're looking for a TV show, that was outstanding.
Mobland's phenomenal.
Anyway, so the wrap-up, The Drop, is a powerful character study wrapped up in a crime story. It's slow, deliberate, and built on trust, restraint, and one perfect moment where calm turns into chaos. There might not have been any car chases or explosions, but it's got great heart, grit, and the best dog performance I've seen since Turner and Hooch. You want to do the reviews on it, Jason?
Oh, go on. Just some of the negative ones, I will. Like it's one of them, and it shows how fucking negative people are. But main character just mumbles throughout the film and has a weird love for a dog. It's not weird. Like anyone says it's a weird love for a dog. Dogs are better than people.
Correct.
And I think that anyone who doesn't see that is just a shit person.
I don't know why he could say it was weird.
It wasn't weird. Like, he wasn't giving it wristies. Like, the dog just...
There wasn't any red rockets going on.
It wasn't. Like, but he had this attachment to this dog, and it made part of the movie because it made it uneasy that something was going to happen to this dog. And I'm not giving it away. So, anyway... The dog's the best thing about the film, to be honest. Nice looking dog. Yeah, that's from some bloke. Another one is, on the negative side, was stereotyping of Eastern Europeans as bad guys, but it's a first using Chechen mobsters. Okay, that's just like, whatever, mate.
Like,
another
just
one.
bring race into it every time.
And then another negative one. I saw this yesterday. I think it is well-made film, but too dark and violent for my taste. It's not even that violent.
It's not violent at all.
No.
So I don't know what you go back to Mary Poppins, mate. Cause
how is it violent? Anyway, all right.
It's got one scene.
It's got that's it. There's a lot of build up of violence and a lot of tension, but no violence. I loved it. The Drop is fantastic.
I give it 4.5 out of 5.
Yeah, if anyone, I think it'll be a polarizing movie because some people would watch it and find it boring. I really think that because of how slow a burn it is.
Yep.
People might find it boring, but you have to pay attention to the characters, the story. And some people just don't. They just go, well, what's next? Like, what happened? They get it. Like,
I found it engrossing.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I did too.
Yeah.
But I think some people would find it quite too boring, too slow.
Yeah. No, they could. I loved it.
Yeah, me too.
Go watch it, people. It's on Disney.
All right. Now, Disney? Okay. Disney. Now, The Town. The Town, to me, is in probably my top 5 movies of all time. All right? So The Town is set in Boston, in this town called Charlestown, or Charleston, as they like to say. And it's based on a crew of armed robbery offenders that are highly organised, highly skilled, and they go and hit banks and armoured trucks and venues, etc., at the behest of like a mob style of boss who's an Irish mobster.
Yep.
Which Boston's kind of a bit of that. Like, if you've seen Good Will Hunting, that real kind of, it's a battler of a town. They struggle. It's poverty. It's poor, but they're very close-knit. They're very proud of where they come from. And this is Charleston is exactly that.
Yep.
They hate the cops. They hate authority. And they're a family, right? So from the robberies stems a bit of a love story where the main character falls in love with a bank teller and then goes on from that point on. It's written...
The bank teller which he robs.
He robs, yes. Well, how else do you meet her? So, so the main character is Ben Affleck. Now, Ben Affleck directs a movie. It's his second direction. In Gone, Baby Gone, I think was his first. This is his second.
Yep.
He co-wrote it and he also starred in it as a main. He did look to cast either Mark Wahlberg or Brad Pitt in his role, but people actually thought with the Boston connection and how he was in Good Will Hunting, this is a really good fit for him. So he did the movie.
I thought it was perfect.
Perfect for him. Perfect. Yeah. He's in the movie with Jeremy Renner, who people know from Marvel movies, Hawkeye, and The Mayor of Kingstown.
Great show.
Jeremy Renner got a Best Supporting Actor nomination for this role.
Yep.
And he's known for a meme in this role. So you'll see it on Instagram and other social media. Ben Affleck just says to him, "We're going to go and hurt some people. You can't ask me any questions. We just need to go and do it." And Renner just turned around and goes, "Whose car are we taking?"
It's the best line ever.
And it is. And people say it all the time, like, if you're dating my daughter and someone hurts her, I'm going to do this. Like, it's that kind of that role. So, fantastic there. It's got John Hamm, as you say, from Mad Men.
Great actor.
He's in it as the FBI guy. It's Jeremy Renner and Ben Affleck. They're phenomenal in it.
And the girl?
The girl, it's also got Blake Lively.
As a that's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds' partner or wife.
And she does that druggy.
She does it, yeah. She
really well. She's done that a couple of times, and she's pretty good at it.
She's very good at it, mate. Yeah. She's really becomes the Boston local. So for the role, it shows you how much they went into it. Renner, Hamm, Affleck, and the bank teller, whose name escapes me, spent time with the FBI, local cops, known bank robbers, like convicted bank robbers, and to understand what it's like. So they went right into the deep dive of it. Affleck got locals from Charlestown to be in the movie, so it sounded more authentic.
Yep.
It's all shot in Boston. Now, the movie itself is based on a book called The Prince of Thieves. Now, the book was written based on Charlestown back in the 60s to the 90s, which was known as the bank robbery capital of America.
Yep.
Where more robbery offenders came from Charlestown than anywhere else in America. It got so bad that the FBI actually had to set up an office to target Charlestown residents. And they did so. They had so much success in robberies, they were using disguises. They had military-like precision. No one in Charlestown would talk to the cops, so they were able to get away with it. It was insane.
Even some of the cops would turn away from
they
crimes
would turn away
because these guys have got
the movie,
machine guns.
That's it. So the movie is not a true story, but is actually based on a town that is real and it happened. Now, Charlestown today is now for the upmarkets, like Balmain. So Balmain used to be in the day for the Warvies and the tradies and that went through shocking poverty, etc. Nowadays, you can't afford to live there. That's similar to Charlestown. The movie itself cost $50 million, made $150 million.
Yep, deservedly so.
Its reviews were pretty good. There's two lots of reviews because they did a cinematic release which goes for 120 minutes. They then did a director's cut which goes for 150 minutes where the ending changes.
Okay, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, so. And it also goes more into depth with the relationship of the robbery team. So Affleck and Renner, they're like brothers. They're not. They're like brothers, so grew up together, crimes, etc. the whole way through. The director's cut goes more into that side of it, as well as a different ending. So the reviews, they actually preferred the director's cut, where the audiences, they reviewed it and they found that the one for the theatre, the shorter version, was better.
Right.
So because
that's strange.
Yeah, they didn't like the differences. They used where is it? They used places like Fenway Park in Boston. They're the only place to ever only movie allowed to use Fenway Park extensively. They had real police cooperation, which is unheard of. They had Ben Affleck rewrote the script because he didn't like the ending. It goes through then. So where was it? There was some amazing stats about it. Where is it? It's escaped me. Yeah, again, as I said, the critics really, really liked the alternative ending. So I've got to find the ending because the alternate one, I've never seen it. I haven't seen it.
I'll find it.
Yeah, too. They call it on the Blu-ray, but other than that...
what's a Blu-ray?
Yeah, that's what they say. That's how old it is. The town is, for me, I just think it's one of the best robbery, like cops and robbers movie I've seen. It shows like the writing in it is exceptional. Everything about it, the car chases are great. The scenes are great. The backstories are great. it's fantastic. Like, it's one of those movies you can sit there. It goes for 2 hours, and you blink and it's over, and you just go, "That was fantastic."
Yeah, I watched it the other day when we were going to review it, and I loved every minute of it. And I've seen it probably 10 times as well.
And it shows. I think it's got a lot of more publicity now. But again, it's I just think it only made $150 million, but that's a lot of money. It made $100 million profit from what it started with.
Yep.
But there were so many. I think it showed that the work that the actors put into in getting the backstories done, and to learn and from the FBI to learn from bank robbers itself, it shows the authenticity of it, and I think it delivered really well.
Yep, certainly did, and I think it proved Affleck's bones as both a writer, actor, and director. Yeah. He did a great job. Jeremy Renner was awesome in it too.
He was, mate. He was, and he went and spent a lot of time with bank robbery offenders just to learn them, and also that Boston background. He spent a lot of time with people in Charlestown there. So
trying to get the accents right, because some of the accents were unreal.
That's what Blake Lively. I know people don't like her. I
don't like her because she carries on like a pork chop, but I think she's a good actress.
Anyway, but she's a fantastic actress in this as that junkie guy, the junkie in that. So I just think, it's I need to go and find the alternative ending because I think that'll add to it. I love the ending. I think it's great.
Yep.
The alternative one, though, from what I've read, I know how it ends. I'm not just that keen.
Let's find it. Watch it. I think we should. So, right, give the bad reviews because I love the bad reviews.
So we got this movie easily had over 100 F-bombs and a sex scene that was inappropriate and too long. I don't know if it was too long.
Which one? There was only 2 in it. One had back in it. The other one was Blake Lively. Yeah. Can't be a bad thing, can it?
He wasn't happy. This movie has you rooting for the bad guys with no respect for human life. Christian Spotlight movie review. Holy crap. This film shows how bad apples who will otherwise interfere. This film shows the importance of sound policing and lengthy incarceration for bad apples who will otherwise interfere. It also shows the danger of putting people in public housing, for example, in proximity to such wicked people. Get the Miss Christian Spotlight movie user.
Does she not know it's a movie?
This movie, every character has stereotypical. The bank robber with the heart of gold, his buddy, the other over-the-top fuck-up, worst criminal ever. Seriously, I think I wrote this on my lunch break in 7th grade and threw it out because I thought it was too cliche. That's the thing, though. It's not. Like, they spent so much time. It is actually based on a real town, and you go through some of the robberies that were committed by these people. It actually matches some of the robberies that these people did.
Yeah.
Like, they were an absolute military style, military precision robbery gang that just made millions. Like, it's brilliant. Anyway.
So the Christians that bagged it, you weren't never going to like it. I watched it. Why would you watch it? If you're not into it.
Anyway, done. All right. The last segment is that we're going to look at someone who has completely
lost the plot.
Yeah. I'm going to say completely fucked up their life, really, as a pro sports athlete.
Correct.
His name is Antonio Brown. So Antonio was born July 10, 1988.
Correct.
He was a very good high school quarterback, wide receiver, and punt returner.
Did you know his dad was named Touchdown Eddie Brown?
Yeah, for the arena
football league.
Arena league. So arena football is an indoor league where it's not uncommon to score 100 points a game, smaller field, more exciting, and it's kind of that. It's a step down, significant step down to the NFL. But people go because they're in little towns and it gets a good crowd, right?
Yep.
They have had some players from the NFL. Kurt Warner is one of the more notables who's gone on to play in the pros after the Arena Football League. So his dad was that. He went to Central Michigan University. He did struggle academically, so he had to go the long way to get to Central Michigan, which he did. He had a very good college career, 300 catches, about 3,000 yards, 22 touchdowns, I think, was that. He then was drafted in the 6th round by the Pittsburgh Steelers. He was a very, very good wide receiver for Pittsburgh. So he got there in 2000 and when he was drafted in 2010 in the draft, which meant he started in 2010. So he's on a rookie contract From 2013 to 2017, Antonio Brown established himself as probably the best NFL receiver. He had 110 receptions and 1,500 yards and 8 TDs in 2013, which is outstanding.
Yep.
In 2014 to 2015, over those seasons, he led the league in receptions and receiving yards. He was first team All-Pro between 14 and 17, 7 Pro Bowl selections. He signed a major extension in 2017 for 4 years, $68 million.
Only 68 million, yeah.
In March 2019, so only 2 years into that, he's traded to the Oakland Raiders for decent money, like big money.
I can tell you what he was going to get paid.
Yeah, go
on. Steelers, 3 years, 50 million.
Yeah, so it's massive, right?
Yep.
He didn't play a game for him.
No.
He was off-field issues, saw him then traded to New England.
He turned up with frostbite on his feet from a cryotherapy mishap.
Yeah.
And he refused to play with the helmet.
Yeah.
And then he got fired for getting physical with the general manager.
Yeah.
And was released and lost his entire contract by week 1.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not good. It's not ideal.
Not a good way to go about it.
He signed with the New England Patriots that year. Played 1 game with them and was released amid again off-field indiscretions. Have you got them?
He signed immediately with the with the New
Patriots,
England,
yep.
and then scored a touchdown, and they got rid of him after 1 game.
And then he goes to Tampa Bay when Tom Brady was there in October. So Tom Brady is the only player to throw touchdowns to I guess, people that have been convicted of attempted murder.
Yeah.
Or charged with attempted murder. Hernandez.
Uyghur was charged with murder.
And Brown.
True.
So we'll get to the attempted murder a bit later. So, yeah.
That was an accident.
He joins Tampa Bay in October 2020 and goes on to win their Super Bowl. And he played well. He wasn't as good as Pittsburgh. He was in Pittsburgh. He played well. Then he retired from the NFL mid-game in 2022. He just takes off all his pads, his shirt and that, and walks shirtless off the ground at a halftime, waving to the crowd, and walks off.
Throwing his gear into the crowd.
Yeah, and
some of that's worth a fortune, by the way. Yep.
And doesn't play again.
Yep.
Right? So his career is 928 receptions, 1,200 yards receiving yards, 83 touchdowns. Now that is almost that's Hall of Fame stats.
He was a freak.
Yeah, he was unbelievable. He had a span that was just outstanding. He's got 10 kids to 7 different women.
Yep.
He declared bankrupt last year.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to pay child support.
Yeah, and he wouldn't pay his staff. That he had staff. He had a chef, and they never got paid. Won't pay child support. Then he got charged. He was wanted for attempted murder in a shooting that occurred in America earlier this year.
Yep.
And was only just arrested in this month or last month in Dubai.
Yep.
And has been extradited back to the States to face charges for an attempted murder where shots were fired.
So he allegedly fired 2 shots at a man during a celebrity boxing event in Miami.
Yeah, he's off his head, mate.
So think about this, right? His total career earnings was $80.7 million.
Yeah, burn through it.
His current net worth is $3 million.
He wouldn't even have that.
Yeah, he wouldn't have that. So his excuse and a lot of his apologists for his behaviour is he's got CTE.
He does, mate. Have you seen the hit that he got, which gave him CTE?
Yeah, I'm going to cut this video and
put it on.
Put it on there because he got annihilated.
Yeah. So the hit we're talking about was in 2000 and I think it was 19?
2016.
2016. So January 9, 2016.
Montaz Barflick.
Burfitt. I think it's pronounced.
Yep.
Vontae Burfitt was a linebacker for the Cincinnati Bengals and one of the most dirty players in the NFL at that time. Antonio, he was a linebacker. He would have probably weighed about 130 kilos of muscle. He was a huge unit. And he went helmet to helmet with Antonio Brown, who was defenseless going across the middle, and knocked him out. And people will openly say, and there's video footage of it, the difference between Brown before that hit and after is chalk and cheese.
Yeah.
He still produced on the field, but off the field they said he was erratic, definitely problematic. Whereas beforehand he was happy-go-lucky, really, a great teammate. And then after that, completely changed.
I don't agree. I think he was a fuckwit from day dot.
No,
he believed his own publicity.
Mate, this hit knocked him senseless. He's got it. There's no doubt he doesn't have CTE.
Mate, your missus hit you harder than he got hit.
Mate, did you see the hit?
Yeah.
You saw it?
It was brutal.
It was brutal, mate. We'll disagree.
Because we just find reasons to excuse bad behaviour.
No,
you don't have to shoot people, mate.
I'm saying he does have a clear...
Well, they're saying that about Hernandez as well.
He probably does. Mate, the brutality of the sport, which is why they're trying to clean it up, he copped it. All right, so he got ruled out for the next game. Burford was got banned for 3 games, and it went on. So, now, there is something here, right? Now, you can disagree with me, right? And I've mentioned this once before. There is something called the Madden curse.
Yep.
Any player that has appeared on
the
cover of John Madden Football,
yep,
there's a long list of them that have just gone to shit. And he is one of those players, right? So, in 1999, there's a few of them. Garrison Hurst was on the cover. That year he breaks his ankle, never the same. Barry Sanders was on the cover in 2000, retired, never played a game afterwards. Eddie George, 2001, was on the cover, had career-ending injury shortly thereafter. Dante Culpepper, 2022, same, does his ACL, never the same player. 2004, Michael Vick breaks his leg playing and then gets arrested and jailed for dogfighting.
Fuck him.
Donovan McNabb, 2006, he gets a sports hernia, misses the season. Sean Alexander breaks his foot after an MVP year in 2007, doesn't play well and much thereafter. Brett Favre retires shortly thereafter in 2009, being on the cover. Tony Polamalu gets injured twice in the year, does not play as well. And then they say Tom Brady in 2018 loses the Super Bowl, but they also say Tom Brady might have broken the curse. And in 2019, Antonio Brown was on the cover.
Right.
And I don't think it worked out very well for him.
Isn't Barkley on it?
And he's not played well this year.
Yeah, he hasn't.
So there is
which doesn't make me happy.
I'm saying there is a curse. There is a blatant curse.
Okay.
And people talk about it all the time. This bloke does have CTE.
This bloke's got massive problems.
He's broken.
He's going to get 15 years, I reckon.
Well, yeah, you can't shoot at people. What do you think?
He didn't hit anyone.
Like, who does that? Who just goes and they see someone in a
I think he stole a gun off a security guard too. He didn't bring the piece. I think he stole it off the security guard.
He's just not normal.
No.
Like that's what I mean. He's got CTE. He's not normal.
I don't go to too many celebrity boxing events, but I don't think I get in too many fights if I did.
They just find them.
But don't you think, like, my only thing about the CTE thing is, right, it's a good smother as far as I'm concerned, right? But I think you cannot pardon people's...
I don't want to pardon his behaviour. What I am saying is that there is a clear difference between how he was early in his career.
That's what they say.
Character-what. There's
Mate, he
a
was
video
getting
of
in
it.
trouble in high school, being a smart ass and being belligerent and all the rest of it. Like,
That's
seriously,
different.
mate, the bloke's... He's just a guy that's fame and his athleticism and all that sort of stuff's going to his head, mate.
Yeah, righto. We'll disagree.
You know, once you get to that sort of level, you know, and people think you walk on water,
Mate,
you think you can carry... Like, I think Hernandez is a load of shit as well. I just think he thought he could get away with anything because he played in the NFL.
very complicated character, Hernandez.
I reckon he's gay. And
Gay as,
it was
yeah.
a good documentary, actually.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Shot his girlfriend's sister's boyfriend.
Well, he deserved it.
What about the bloke that knocked him in the pub and he blew him up in the car? Just shot the shit out of both him and his mate just for bumping into him and spilling his drink.
It was an expensive drink.
What about the barman he bashed because he tried to charge him for a drink? Like, Hernandez was an absolute
He
lunatic.
was a fucking menace, mate.
And, you know, what did he sign? A $120 million deal, and 6 months later he was in handcuffs.
Can you imagine how good New England would have been if he stayed playing? They were outstanding. When they had him
Gronk
and Gronk
and-
on
yeah.
the left and right, they were unstoppable. You couldn't match them.
Giants passed on Hernandez. Let's just not get into that.
All right, yeah. So that's the unfortunate tale of Antonio Brown, just someone who had it all and lost it. But it's not uncommon, though, that 75% of athletes in America in the major sports will be broke within 3 years.
Wow, I'm going to be broke next week.
I think they go broke. I don't think it's as bad now because they make so much money in college. And I also think with podcasts and other deals like that they get going, I think they do manage to sustain it. But they do need guidance because they're just an ATM for everyone.
Yeah, our family get in it. We come from a poor background. And, America, we don't really see it here in Australia like real poor.
Oh, they're bad.
In America, I got watching a documentary a couple of weeks ago where the bloke was going to college and sleeping in his car while he worked at some Chuck E. Cheese or whatever it was so he could go to college to play football. And he was wearing the team were bagging him because he'd wear the same clothes to training each day. And if he lost his shoes, he didn't have enough money to replace them. And, the only food he got was from the restaurant that he stole and all this sort of stuff. Like,
it's ridiculous, eh?
And he was a fringe college player, not on a scholarship, but only for
to go to the school.
Not for books and all the rest of it. And he was, putting in no hope. But that was his only way of. Wasn't smart enough to go to college, but did enough to get a scholarship, but was never going to play the next level or get any money.
It's crazy.
It's
crazy, mate. It is. Yeah. So. It's an interesting tale with Antonio Brown. I just hate when I see, and you do see it a few times, when they have so many kids. And Tyreek Hill is the same. 10 kids to 7 different women. And they'll lose all their money, and the kids will suffer because they won't have any money to pay child support.
No.
And they just do it.
But they get desperate. Then the gangs get into them. It's gambling, and then the people, the crims get into them, and then
No, it just isn't good, mate. I think, and I do think the women have some responsibility because they're going after a player. They know he's got money, and it doesn't end like they think it will. You know what I mean? Like he's going to have money for a short time, then he doesn't have anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's sad.
Just wrap it up, mate.
All right. Well, that's
it.
I
mean the penis.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant now. I've got to wrap it up anyway. All right, that's it for this episode of Summer Sesh. Just something a bit different. But big thanks to the Bella Hotel for having us as always. So make sure you're following us on Spotify and Instagram and let us know what you think of in the new segments. And if you could give us a 5-star rating on Spotify, that would be awesome. Even if you don't mean it, please do it anyway. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye now.